It looks just like real gold. Tasha hates it every time I bring it up, but there's no two ways about it. It looks just like him, Tasha. There's no two ways about it. It's a clone. Welcome back to the End Game. Here on the End Game, the only show Kate Middleton is willing to go topless for. Yes, that's right. We are in the third quarter, and in the third quarter, we talk about world news. Oh, yeah, international news. And in international news, we have the Princess of Wales, Kate Middleton, who has taken some topless pictures somewhere in Italy or something like that. Larry Lancaster, do you care? I didn't think so. Why are they putting these pictures up? Why do they make it seem like a lot of us care about what's going on across the pond with these wealthy, rich people? Ellen G., you are a woman who's probably gone topless as recent as today. What would you say if something like this, like these pictures, got out about you? And also, how do you feel about this whole Kate Middleton thing?
I would have to apologize to my children first. I don't care about that, and I'm confused about why we glorify the royal family in England and America. Like, I understand the connection with our roots, with the American history and how we came from there, but I don't understand the obsession with the royal family. Me
neither. Miss Simmons, do you get the obsession? Were you wrapped up in that whimsy of the wedding? And when you saw those pictures, you say, oh my God.
No, I didn't even know about it until recently. I don't care. Who cares? What is the educational value in that? Absolutely nothing. And I'm sorry, I think y'all said that the photographer was like a mile away. She's with her husband. If she wants to go booty naked, let her have fun with her man. Who cares?
Yeah. Larry, you wanted to say something?
I just wanted to say we came from Africa.
Well, I was saying,
just put it
Larry,
out
I didn't know you were so militant.
I ain't want her to let that slide.
I knew where she was coming
She's
from.
American history.
Thank you.
I love my country.
I came from Ethiopia.
Our history is American history.
Oh, look at him.
The part of the American history means we were founded by England.
We got 6 months to February.
When we say we,
February.
You mean black people? We came from it.
Okay, everybody calm down. Chip. Now, what do you think about this? I'm sure you like to go topless every once in a while.
Sure do.
What would you say about Kate Middleton and these pictures?
It's not important. It's just not important. I mean, the only thing that should be important would be to her that her her own privacy was invaded, because this guy did shoot with a long lens from half a mile away. So I mean that's problematic, but I don't care. I mean, they're grainy, you can't see anything, so
Well, one of the reasons why you can't see anything because you don't have anything. I mean, an A cup would be flattering her.
Chip more upset about quality.
Right. They're all grainy. He could have used a Nikon at least.
So you'd be happy if she was like Dolly Parton size?
Me? No. I like my fools. Wait a minute. This is not that type of show.
Actually, it is. It is that type of show.
Tasha, what would you say if pictures like this came out about you? I know I would say I would literally throw up in my mouth. And then I would delete the internet.
I myself would be so
whole
ecstatic
internet.
because what would happen after that? I'd be Kim Kardashian, you know?
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, so,
You think this is your way to get to the top?
well, yeah, that's how Kim got to the top. I'm gonna work it out my own self. Everybody has
She was on the bottom.
She was on the bottom.
I saw the video.
And then she got to the top.
Okay, everybody take it easy.
All I'm trying
What
to
is going on around here?
We're focused. I'm
Okay.
saying I respect her. She's a princess. I don't know what you guys are talking about. She's a princess. There aren't very many princesses out right now, other than like Nicki Minaj, and she's the princess.
Okay, stop what you're doing. This is terrible. Also terrible in the news. The Arab Spring continues to blow around Northern Africa and the Middle East. And recently, a movie came out that started a whole bunch of controversy, led to the murder of a few American citizens, ambassador of Libya. Chip.
Yes.
Now, you look Libyan. What is your take on this whole thing going on with the whole jazz?
First of all, it's not a movie. It's a 15-minute YouTube video. And secondly, I think it just played into, you know, there's an industry of terrorism. There are people that make money being terrorists. And, you know, the amount of people that are involved in the bombing and the killing, you know, is a drop in a bucket to the amount of Muslims in the world. And that's the whole thing, is that, you know, part of the problem now is that Muslims are being held hostage to their fanatics, you know? And I think as Americans, we need to start parsing some of that stuff differently, you know?
Okay, Ms. Simmons, some people have been calling for this man to be locked up for his movie. Is there any laws broken? Is there any way that we can put him under the jail? All right, that's terrific. Thank you. No, is there anything?
The gentleman who actually filmed them, actually,
Right.
no, I mean, First Amendment right.
No.
You still can't incite a riot, though. I mean,
Yeah, and I mean, again,
It's in another country. though.
But the flip is, going back to something that we discussed earlier, inflammatory statements. People are getting inflamed trying to vote about misfacts, misquotations, and all that other stuff. So what is the difference? He's bringing to the forefront something that actually really does happen. So why should he be put under jail for it? Because he showed somebody died?
I know that's right, because if they do something like that, they might try to stop me. That ain't gonna happen. Miss Ellen G., you have a show. Larry, you have a show as well. What would you say if someone was saying that this is inflammatory and I'm going to start blowing things up?
Yeah, you have freedom of speech, but you know, you can't yell fire in a theater. But on the internet, you can find almost anything to incite something. That doesn't give people an excuse to go and kill people.
Right.
You know your religion. You know what you're supposed to stand for. That doesn't mean you're supposed to bring bodily harm to somebody because they have a different interpretation, even if it's disrespectful. I mean, that's ridiculous. They use it as an excuse to do what they wanted to do. And I think they're trying to undermine President Obama's foreign policy record.
Yeah, you know, I would say this. For a comedian, you are absolutely hilarious. No, that's terrific.
Thank you.
Miss
Thank you.
Miss Ellen, do you want to add anything to that, or do you agree with
What
Larry?
they said.
Yeah, you.
What they said.
Yeah, I'm good.
She's like a backup singer. You
Absolutely.
That's terrific.
Yeah.
Okay. Also in the news, we have 14-year-old girl goes to university. 14-year-old Zimbabwean girl and 3-time Gary Coleman lookalike winner goes to the university for the first time ever. Now, when I brought this up to my producers, they said, hey, this isn't really news. I mean, they said that this was big news and everything, and I was like, well, I don't know, because, I mean, there's other teenagers that have gone to university pretty young. What do you think? Is this really big news? I thought it was news because she was, you know, from Zimbabwe, and I could have swore Gary Coleman died a couple years ago. But what do you think, Larry?
I think it's always a tremendous accomplishment. You know, when somebody goes to school and betters themselves, especially in an atmosphere like that. And I think she's going at a younger age. She's going to college, right? Right, so that's a great thing. I don't know if it's world news, but I mean, it's.
Well, it happened in another country. That's why it was world news.
I don't know if it's
not
news
local
at all, right? Is what I'm
Right.
saying.
Okay, you don't know if it's news.
But it's a great thing. It's a great accomplishment. Kudos to her. And winning the contest, Gary Coleman.
Ellen, yes. Oh, spitting image. Miss G, what would you say about a 14-year-old going to university? Like, you have children. Would you say, hey, yeah, you're 14, go ahead?
If you can handle it, sure. Why not?
Mm.
I think the fact that she's orphaned and her
Oh, yeah,
parents are no
that's a big
longer
one, too.
around, I think to kind of counteract what Larry said, I think because we get so much just negative information shoved down our throats that it's
So this is a
important
good
for it to
thing.
be balanced out.
Miss Simmons, do you have any 14-year-olds in your classes at Howard?
No, the youngest I have is 17.
No? That's good. So you got about 2 years.
3?
Chip. Okay.
Some of us didn't finish school.
Chip, you sell weed to a lot of college students. Would you sell to a 14-year-old Zimbabwean Gary Coleman lookalike?
sure. I would say it's a nice story, but just to toot my own horn, I went to college at 16 and a half. both my grandfathers went to college at 14, and my father went to college at 14.
There you go. See, this is what I was telling you.
It happens. What I like about this story, Zimbabwe, because American history, world history, white history, Timbuktu is the furthest place, most uneducated place. It's where the first university in the world was. Black people, first university.
That's
Get
right.
it.
I love that. I did not know I was here with the little miniature Black Panther party. Show is doing good things. Ms. Tummings, I told you, there's a lot of people that are children that go to college very young.
And I totally agreed with you. If I didn't get held back, I would have been going just like her.
I like that term, held back.
Yeah.
You had nothing to do with it.
Nope.
That's what I'm
They just
saying.
held, you was reaching for the next grade. And they just
Those horrible
holding
grades.
me back. Right.
Those horrible
I
grades
wish
held
you
me
talked
back.
to my mama about that. You seem to understand.
Yeah. Okay, that completes the third quarter. We're going to come back with everybody's winners and losers. It's the end game. I'm JC Rodgers. We'll be right back. Hold on. I was held back.